Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Memphis needs to convert this 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding open areas. Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver.
Snags it and he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying the run, it's Carter. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Logan. Unloads it left. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
And the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air on first down. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Logan. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Sowell. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. Put 6 on the board.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They go to the counter. Oh, what a move. Makes it past the marker. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll run the counter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After the run, now to throw. Unleashes one. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looking to move the chains. Here comes Memphis on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. With the catch, it's Boyd.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On the move. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. No huddle here for the offense.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
There's a crease. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the field.
Touchdown, Tulane! That one will give them the lead.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Memphis picking up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking for a man. It's Logan. Fires to the tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Jackson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Jackson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now. Out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Caught behind the line. It's Dorsey. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths...
Breaks into the open. And much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. He now has 79 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to run it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Green Wave. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. To the air, it's Logan. Got a man, it's Bradford. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side, and that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Sowell. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Back to pass. It's Logan. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down here on the Tulane sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Now Memphis will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Offense set on first down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.